Another topic I think that's really interesting that seems to be top of mind for a lot of marketing leaders and just I think big brands in general is this idea of employee experience. And you know, we always talk about a customer experience and of course doubling down on customer experience, and that's always important. And we're in 2022 where a lot of, the way people are working, the virtual, the in the office, out of the office, the way cultures are being designed and built now, the way you as a marketing leader have to recruit and hire and keep people and keep their experience high. Like, what are just your thoughts? And just, I would just anecdotally love to hear about how you view the employee experience now and how important that is, or how much you do or don't double down on that.
I don't think you can understate the importance of the employee experience. And I think one of the things that I love about marketing, and I've said this throughout my career, is the influence that marketing can have on the culture of a company. Because you can't just market to customers, right? As humans, we're exposed to everything. And I think employees, to me, are the most exciting part of a company because they're your salespeople, they're your advocates, they're your ambassadors, they're your references and your referrals. And I just don't think you can have one without the other. I think it's impossible to separate customers and employees. Now, I think the tactics that you use, right, are different, of course, and the approach, the strategy you might take is different. But in my opinion, they go hand in hand. And I think especially now in this new world that we're living in where there's such a blurred line, is that employee experience has to be top of mind when you're thinking about it, because you simply can't talk to a customer in isolation.
Can you take us a layer deeper of like some of the things you're doing maybe with your team, or if anything shifted in the way that kind of you creating space for your team and the folks that are working with you and collaborating with you? Does it look different these days? What are some things you found work really well to kind of enhance the culture of ICE?
A lot of this initiative was around telling people our why, and that we connect people to opportunity. And so much of that, I think, can sometimes get lost in the day-to-day, especially we're a big company. We have roughly about 10,000 employees. And I think ultimately, and I put myself in this camp too, people generally want to feel like what they're doing matters, whether it's on a larger scale, whether it's on a localized scale, whether it's just in somebody's own, sort of personal domain. I think that that's really important. And I don't think that that can be overlooked. And when we started talking about the role that we play and that why we connect people to opportunity and why that matters and why that's important, employees were, of course, a big part of how we were thinking about that messaging and how we tell that story. That's one piece of it. Another piece of it is in the same way that we think about that, what we do to market to customers can impact the employee experience. It absolutely impacts recruitment too. And for us, that's been a really big focus, which is, how do we tell the ICE story to candidates that might never have heard of us before? And so hopefully over the next few years, that time it takes to explain who we are and what we do shrinks considerably. That's been a really big focus also on making sure that we're also leading into the recruitment efforts around all of this. And I think that there's some really interesting things that our company and that our internal comms team has been doing around employee engagement and sharing around culture and what we're doing. I absolutely love working at ICE. I have said that from the very beginning, and I think our culture is one that's incredibly exciting. And one of the things, that I'm always really proud of is the role that we play in the financial marketplace. We've done a lot of work around really sharing that culture and letting people get to share the work that they're doing with each other and what they're really proud of in terms of their work in the company and the markets, and also bringing in their personal lives, which is so important. That may not have been such a big focus a few years ago.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This segment is brought to you by Salesforce. Salesforce brings marketing and engagement together. If you want to learn more, head over to salesforce.com/marketing. And please subscribe to this channel for more marketing insights from the world's best marketing leaders across the Fortune 500 and beyond.